So we've gone through an introduction to some of the major theory elements of how we approach children in the second plane of development. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind, but we've introduced a number of topics of how, the basic understanding of how and why we work with children in the way that we do in the Montessori elementary. But ultimately, it all comes back to self-construction. What we talked about at the very beginning. We have to see the children in our care through the lens of self-construction. They are always building themselves. And that's critical as we consider all the other things we've discussed and everything we have yet to talk about, that we always keep self-construction at the forefront of our minds. So to support self-construction, we prepare an environment that responds to the children's developmental needs and that, indirectly supports their natural development. It doesn't have to rely completely on us as adults. We have that environment to support the children as well. We have to remember that for children to self-construct optimally, we give them freedom within that environment. They get to choose their work. They get to choose how long they work. They get to follow those inner guides and those characteristics that are helping them to build themselves. It's all too easy for adults to put obstacles in the way of self-construction. We think we're being helpful. We think that we are providing a limit, and we have to constantly consider and watch for those obstacles. That's where our observation comes in, where we're watching for obstacles and we're making sure we don't put any in the child's way. As adults who believe in Montessori education, we have to constantly be protecting the child's natural development. We have to protect the child from needless interference. We have to believe in the depths of our hearts and souls that children can build themselves. We can't do that building for them. We aren't there in their brains. They have to do that work, and we can only support and protect that important creative work that is happening. We trusted them to learn to walk and talk and hold up their own heads. All of that development we supported and trusted that they can do. And in the elementary age, we have to have that same confidence in their ability to learn to read and write and understand math problems and understand science, all of it. We have to have that same firm faith that children will learn to do it. They will build themselves. Montessori gives us support in that. She tells us that we in the elementary have to sow the seeds of everything. We have to throw out seeds to the children in all areas of knowledge. We aren't expecting that they will become experts at everything. We are expecting they will take these seeds and help them, germinate and grow and follow their own interests. That's our work. That's the work of cosmic education. And that's the best way to support self-construction in the elementary years. When we work with elementary children, we have to remember we're not there to give them all the answers. We are there to encourage that curiosity and to support them in finding the answers to their questions and giving them the skills to do that. The materials and the environment in general provide opportunity for the children to discover and correct their own mistakes. We don't have to be doing that all the time. One wonderful thing about working with elementary children is that we can actually talk with them about what they need. They might be able to tell us, I want this lesson, or I'm interested in pursuing that. So we don't just have to follow them through our observations, although that's an important part. We also can have conversations and discussions about where they want to go next. It's important to remember that we are aids to life, Montessori tells us. We're there to support the development of life, not to transmit particular doses of knowledge on a timetable across a year. We are there to support the development of each child, not to transmit a curriculum. It's the child's development that drives our work. It's the self-construction of each individual that is our focus, not the content we're trying to get across. That curriculum we have, Cosmic Education, is to support that self-construction. Remember, we are servants to the children in their self-construction. We're there to provide just what they need when they need it, to step back when they don't need us, to function as sort of scaffolding in their self-construction, but we're not doing that building for them. We're not trying to impose a particular set of knowledge. We really believe in their ability to build themselves, and that connecting them to the environment, inspiring curiosity and excitement about all things in the universe is going to be the way that we can support that self-construction. Remember, Montessori talked about how this approach is the way that we can support, saving humanity. She saw children as that option for a new and better world. And to do that, to reach that incredibly lofty and extraordinary goal, we have to thoroughly embrace this idea of self-construction and recognize the power of that belief, that understanding of how children develop, and how that support can provide a possibility of a more peaceful future.